This is Maxine Samone. And I'm Tay Denise. Today what we're going to do is a thing called Girl Talk.
Girl Talk. First one we had was body image.
Ooh.
Which can be a little controversial. Well, I don't think it's a controversial topic. I think that people just abuse it. You know, like the idea of it.
Right.
It can be abused in the way that there's an ideal one, and then even with the idea of like trying to prove that there's not an ideal one, you can be abusive in the way that it's like you're not being healthy either. Facts. By either trying to be too skinny or trying to be too like just be healthy for you.
Too plasticky.
Yeah, too plasticky, too big. Like that's a thing too. Like people don't want to talk about that part. Like, oh, you know, plus size is a thing, and there can be healthy plus size people. There can be people that take care of their bodies and still be bigger, but it's like the people that just like feel like they can just do whatever they want and not take care of their bodies. I feel like that's abusive of like the body image movement. Yeah.
I feel like you're abusing yourself. Like I think what it all boils down to is like you need to be the best you can be, and to be the best you can be, you have to fulfill your physical and mental happiness. And body image is a very big physical thing, but it's also a mental thing too. And
right.
So like such a touchy subject.
Especially, we were talking about plastic surgery.
Yes.
I feel like that's a good one too, because there's even like little things with plastic surgery, like getting lip fillers and
nose done.
Trust me, like I wanted all of that. Like when I was younger, because I ain't got no lips. I know.
Same.
That's my mama. I'm sorry. Like, but I didn't like my nose, and I feel like I just accepted it one day, so I just got it pierced. And now I love my nose because I love my septum piercing. But like I wouldn't get lip fillers anymore. Like it's because of this. It wasn't for me. It was like everybody else had this, and I wanted to look like everybody else. But that's just not, I just don't look like everybody else. But now I like that I don't look like everybody else. Like, that's my thing, you know? Mm-hmm. But
let's reverse on that.
Right.
We're not against plastic surgery. Like,
no.
If you want to do plastic surgery,
I'll probably still get my boobs done. It's just for me, though. Like, I'm not going to do it just because everybody wants big boobs. Like,
right. Like, it's not because the movement is to have big boobs, small waist, and fat ass. Like, no, that's not why you should get your plastic surgery, is basically what we're saying. Like, I am personally never going to get any plastic surgery, but that's my personal opinion. I'm not against it at all. I just think that you should be doing it for the right reasons, for your happiness, for your self-love, and not for others to love you and others to accept you. You should only be doing things to feel happy.
Yeah, especially, you know, us being both mothers, like your body changes so much compared to like what it was, and it's not gonna be the same. Like,
no, it's like
it just messes with you so much that.
But it made me like I'm a mom. I'm not gonna hide that. Like I am a mom, and I do have. But I am. Shut up. But I am, and I have mommy titties, and I'm very proud of my mommy titties. You know, and I'm okay with that. Like, but that was my decision, and I struggled with some insecurities through that for sure.
Especially just like dealing with guys, you never know what they're gonna think. Especially guys that don't have kids. Like,
next topic,
right? Boys.
Guys, boys. Oh, the boys with the cooties.
Right.
Still, your image and wanting your image to portray something because somebody has told you that. I guess it goes back to like my very, very first love. Like I literally thought that I had to look a certain way because that's what he was into, cheating behind my back and, you know, doing those things. Like,
mind fucks.
Yes. Like, oh, she looks that way. Well, I guess if he wants that, I don't want him to leave me, but yet he's already left me essentially because he's cheating on me. But I don't want him to leave me, so I'm gonna try and look like that, or I'm gonna talk shit about that to make myself feel better.
That's a whole nother subject, but I feel like we should do that in another video. Yeah. Like the girl on girl type of thing. Like we're talking about boys and what we have to deal with them, but like girl on girl hate and like bringing somebody else down because you feel inadequate
or you're feeling insecure. Like No.
It's like a bad thing. Like,
but every girl can sit here and be like, oh, I don't do that. You did it before.
Even if you've done it in your head, like that was shit.
Yes,
you know, like
bitch.
you're just trying to make yourself feel better.
Me. Like, no.
But it doesn't make you feel better. Really, it's just like, damn, now you're just a shit talker.
Yeah, like now you're just a hater.
Right.
In all honesty, you're just a hater, and you're rude. And I'm talking to myself too. Like,
for real.
Come on now, like who hasn't? But yeah, like dudes, like my perspective on dudes right now, like we're both in the same spot, and like this is really why I wanted to do this topic. Single. Ain't got no man. I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. No, but for real.
For real. We don't need it.
We don't. And like the biggest lesson that we've both learned is that when we're women and we seek in men the acceptance, the love, the nurturing, the sexual things, we seek all this from our man
externally.
Just we want it all. And when you don't have a man, you're like, oh, I feel lost. But that shouldn't be the case. Like we are working on that. And I feel like every woman needs to know this and listen up, is that you need to love yourself
first
so much.
Like overflow your cup. Like,
yes,
you know
like
what I'm saying? That saying, like you can't give unless you like have for yourself. Or my dad, he used to always say, one comes before the two. Like it's so simple. It's simple math. Like one comes before the two. You gotta work for yourself and do for yourself. Love yourself first before you can care for anybody. That goes for your kids or your man or anything. So it's like you want to have your cup overflowing before you try to pour into somebody else.
Absolutely. Like, and like I feel like we speak on it a lot. Like we're like self-love, self-love. But it is so hard, man. Me and her are going through the same trials in our life right now. And it's just like, it is truly impeccable at how like tough it is to sit here and be like in the holiday season, cold as hell outside, and you just want to cuddle up.
We are working on it, but we still are each other's crutch a little bit. But it's better than calling some random dude that really don't care about me that much just to like go on a date or something, so I have something to do, take up my time, you know, like really take up my energy, all this good positive vibes.
You're soaking my vibes, you're soaking my energy.
You're tainting it. No, I don't want to say tainting.
That's a little dark.
Sometime, right?
She's the dark one, okay?
But at the same time, it's like, dang, I really don't feel like you put any energy into me when I leave the date most of the time. A lot of the time. That's why I'm noticing, like, you can kind of weed out the people that you need in your life, because those people will make you feel energized. They'll make you feel good about yourself. And like, if you leave a interaction with somebody, a date or whatever, and you don't feel good about anything, like I didn't gain anything.
Like, you have no value to me. You're not helping me better myself physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally, nothing. Like, you're literally just there just to talk to, just to pick up and text when I'm bored. Like, no, like that is where we need to learn self-love right there.
And I feel like we're talking to women, but guys too, like, you realize girls be doing that, right? Like, we're not providing any value to your life either. I mean, like, we do have the ability to, but like we just said, we text you when we're bored, when we're like really lonely. Like, you need somebody that's gonna do that shit for you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are playing yourself just as much as we're playing ourselves, and it's just a big old cycle of nobody really caring about each other.
Yes,
like, damn.
Like,
women, I feel like have it a little harder because we're just more emotional.
Very more emotional.
Yeah, and we get attached easier. I feel like.
Way easier.
It's like that.
Yeah, like, oh, I like this,
like
this,
that.
and this about you. You're my husband for the rest of my life. No,
I can start picturing. Like, what do you want to name your kids?
Right. What would our kids look like?
But it's not that fast. It's just like a certain switch, because I could kick it with somebody for 6 months and I won't feel any type of way about them. But it's just like, if somebody has the right vibe, they got the right sign.
Yes.
Our charts are compatible. Then I'm
there
like,
she goes.
Ooh.
Wait, it has to work. And that's a good thing about us, is that every guy that we've talked to or dated,
wish nothing super bad on anybody, unless like they really, really fuck me over.
Well, I even, and we'll go deeper in that story in the other videos, but I even like went through a lot with my first love, a lot. And I still wouldn't wish anything bad upon him ever. I still have mad respect for him.
See,
and that just takes a really mature heart, you know?
Yeah, because when that happened with me, I spent a good 6 months, the first 6 months, just hating him. Like, oh, I just wanted him to, I don't know. I just had so many thoughts, and like, so I was just so angry. But that's how you don't get over things. There's so much energy going towards being angry that I couldn't even focus on getting past it. You know, like, yeah. So then when I finally was like, I'm not in charge of his karma. You know what I'm saying? So like, once I finally realized that, I was like, well, happens.
But to end it off, I wanted to ask. What is one thing that you have been through with a guy that completely changed your life and the way you perceive and see men? One thing. That's hard. Because you can say the generic cheating. But what is that one thing? But what is that one thing that changed the way you look at dudes for the rest of your life?
I don't even say it's cheating, to be honest. I feel like the one thing that changed my life was being abandoned, and I would have to get into it, like, because people are like, well, what do you mean abandoned? But like, just like being emotionally not available. And then when I really was in my toughest position, like, they just left me they left me there to like literally just left me with nothing. So I was like, physically, mentally, financially, all of that. Like, we were partners and all of that. So like, just to be out cold, I was like, damn. So nobody, like, I can really see how somebody can go from one end of the scale of like being in love with you, like, to not giving a fuck that fast, like.
And that is crazy.
Right. I feel like that was the main thing, because it was like there was so much trust there on being on this side of the scale, you know, like you would never think that person would do that to you.
My main thing would be kind of similar.
There's like a lot of layers to that.
Yes, you know? Which is something that you'll tell a little bit more each time. But I would feel like my biggest thing, what changed my perspective on men, I wouldn't say the way I like appreciate or respect them, because I definitely still do respect them. I would say the main thing that changed the way I guess I would go about being with a guy is I would say physical
abuse.
Yeah. Physical and mental. Those two will change you for a long, like.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, both of our stories have a little bit of all of what we just said. So it's like the mental abuse, I feel like, is even harder to get past than the physical, because the physical is a moment, and I mean, there's some healing too that probably goes with it, but like, the mental stuff messes with you for so much longer, and you might not even realize it until way later, you know.
Because mental and physical abuse can really make you not love yourself,
right? And like that even follows you into your other relationships, because you had another serious relationship since then. But I don't know how far, because I don't know the details of that relationship as much, but like, it probably, I would imagine, it affected your relationship somehow.
Oh,
you know what I'm
absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. That kind of stuff doesn't make you, if you're not cured and you're not healed and you're not forgiving, it goes back to forgiving that person, you're not going to be able to date anybody in that state of mind.
Right.
You have to forgive for whatever you've been through in order to move forward.
And it's such a twisted concept, because it's like, why do I have to do the work
when
I was the victim? You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you're always a victim of your own. And so you can continuously soak in your sorrows, as we might have did for years. Or you can move past it and be greater and be happier than you ever have been, just by forgiving that person.
And it's literally a day-to-day thing too, because it's not like you're gonna wake up and be like,
no,
or you just can't like get on your knees and pray and be like,
facts,
I forgive him, and you know, like, let it go.
God help me through it.
Yeah, every single day you got to make the choice to not think about that person. You got to make the choice to think about what you have right in front of you. You know, like, be grateful for things, and everybody's on the same journey of life, right? It's like a picture, like a race or something, and you could either have somebody that's like whooping you the whole time, like imagine somebody just tearing your back up with a belt, you know? Or you could have somebody, like a whole team of cheerleaders behind you. Like, that's the way that you talk to yourself. You can have someone tearing you down or somebody cheering you on, but the race is going to continue. So, like, which one would you rather have on, you know, throughout life? Right.
Like, but I'm going to close it off at, you have to surround yourself with people who are on the same journey or are past your journey. Mm-hmm. If you do not, if they're behind you, it's okay to not let them be in your life at that time. And if they're not, yes.
I'm not left-handed, so I was like doing it retarded. I'm like,
no, but for real, like, and it's not anything against that person, but if you are trying to forgive and you are trying to move forward and that person has been through the same thing, but they're still back here, leave them back there. Do not go out thinking guys ain't shit.
Yeah.
Because that's not the truth.
No, not everybody's like that.
No. And there's a lot of girls that ain't shit and there's a lot of guys that ain't shit, but not everybody is like that. Remember to respect the men that come in your life, because the only way they're going to respect you is if you respect them. It's just like you give and you receive. Mm-hmm. But we're done.
Yeah, it's over.
We're cutting this off.
We gave you so many gems.
So many. We've kind of started our stories off, so catch that drift. Definitely let us know what else you want to know from this topic. Like and subscribe. Mm-hmm. Max Samone, Tay, Denise. Why did I forget mine already? Just, you know, do the things. Comment, do all the things, subscribe,
like the video,
all the things, like
if you
the
like
video.
Gems, like the video, because I feel like we dropped a couple of them.
We dropped a couple of them, okay? And give us ideas, give us other video ideas, challenges. We are gonna start doing challenges. It's not gonna always be these deep conversations.
Anything else?
No.
Yes, you do. We love you.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
I like you a little bit.
No, she loves you. We love y'all. Real talk for everybody that supports us, for everybody that is going to support us, for everybody that's watching this. May you think about supporting us. Even if you're a hater, everybody out there, we love you. We appreciate you. This is our peace out. Lovely people. I was going to say bitches. I'm not going to say I still said it, didn't I? Well, we love y'all. Bye. Say bye. I can't see you.
I can't. Bye.
Bye.